Good evening and welcome to Facebook Live. I do apologise, my phone wouldn't cooperate, so bear with me. Okay, and I need to put my other light on. I'd forgotten to put that on. Oh dear. I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it. My phone wouldn't rotate. So annoying. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Evening, Jane. And hello, Philippa. I hope... Oh, I didn't put my mic on. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can do it. Sorry about putting my hands near the phone. Link together. Should go green. It has gone green. Okay, so I hope you can hear me okay. And I'm sorry. Hello, Joe. Hi, Samantha. Oh my goodness, I miss Sue and Helen and Penny. It's a beautiful collection, isn't it, Samantha? Hi, Katie. So I'm hoping, I just saw some thumbs up, so I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. Yeah, just thank you so much. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for... Oh, I don't know, was that a tears or was that a thumbs up? Let's hope it was a thumbs up. Hi, Julie. It was a thumbs up. Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Philippa. Yeah, just thank you so much. Everybody's such fantastic comments about Peter's designs. I hope Peter's watching. I don't know. It doesn't tell me everybody. And then the messages start flashing up really quickly and I can't keep up with who's come on. Ooh, hello, Anne from a snowy Austria. How lovely. Hi, Brian. How lovely. Okay, yeah, so before I show you the cards, I just want to say that the Pinterest boards are live. I don't know if I meant to have a check before I came on. I know that Jo was still to put her cards up, but I know that she will. If she hasn't done it, I know she will, because it's beautiful. Her cards are lovely that she's done. I'm going to be on tomorrow at 10 o'clock where I'm going to be making a card based on one of the cards that I've already done, but I'm going to change it up slightly because you know me, don't like to make the same card twice. And I also want to just remind everybody that there is a list of stockists pinned to the top of the Facebook page of Julie Higg Designs, and there is a list of stockists there. So they are available from Dragon's Papercraft, from Hixie Soft, from Craft Bliss, from Let's Create, from Luby Crafts, from Craft Stash, from The Art of Crafts, and from Maximum Crafts. And they have landed in America with Simon Says stamps as well. So all those people had them in stock and they're available to go now. Okay, Jo, I'll let you off as you just got back from your mum's. But please, at some stage, if you can't do it, just let me know and I'll get them done because they are so beautiful. Right, I'm going to flip the camera and I'm going to show you the rest of the beautiful inspiration from the design team. Have to thank them. I think Peter was a little bit blown away this morning by all the cards. The finished samples are just stunning. So, yep. Let me flip the camera. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to bring it down fairly low. Hi, Hilary. Hi, Susan. Thank you for everybody for joining us. Hi, Anne. Hi, Christine. I don't think I've missed anybody else. Okay, so first up are the beautiful Snowdrops, and I think this has been a very popular one. Had lots of comments about the beautiful Snowdrops. So in the stamp set, you're obviously going to get the actual Snowdrop, like the big focal point Snowdrop. And then with all the stamp sets, we've given you a dictionary definition as well. In this one, you have the sentiment that says, where flowers bloom, so does hope. and then you also have the 3 different flower heads. So these are great for doing backgrounds, just all sorts. The little ones for inside your cards as well. Oh, Philippa just reminded me saying that. She said she thought she did the inside of one of her cards. Okay, I'll have a look. It might be the card that I've got here. No, I think it was the other one. Okay. Yes, so these are really lovely to do things like that with as well. So really useful to have. Hi Hazel. Hi Yvonne. Okay, so this first card up is one from Hazel, and this has got the beautiful snowdrops in the background, beautifully coloured. A lovely soft colour wash around it as well, but it's a shaker card. And how lovely is that? And then Hazel's also used one of the sentiments, like die cut with the banners as well. So beautiful, really lovely, that one. So that's one from Hazel. Well, the light's going to catch it. Oh, that's better over there. And then I've got one from Philippa. So this has got where Philippa has used the Snowdrop dictionary definition for her background, and she's got that done in black onto the white cardstock, and then she's layered up with, she's used the hexagons from the Sunflower Bee stamp set, die set rather. She's used the little dinky hexagons as well, but she's used each of the little flower heads on there. And how lovely is that? Just with those, just one simple stamp on that hexagon. Lovely, beautiful inky background. And then we've got the Snowdrop wording as well. And she's also die cut one of the banners that says happy birthday and then snipped it in 2. And I love how it's poking out from underneath and then attached to the side. And then adding the little black hexagons as well. I must get that die out again. It is really lovely when you see it, and it's all the old mixing, like way back. The sunflower die set was one of the first or second dies we ever had. So way back, lovely. And then this one from me, really simple. I actually stamped, whenever I get the stamps, I always stamp them out and colour them in. So this is one of those for when I was testing the stamps to make sure they worked okay. I stamped it, coloured it in, just with a little bit of green, really, really soft, just at the top of those petals. Got a bit of sparkle on the top as well, but I cut it out. So I just cut round it, left a nice border, but it's got that bit of dimension to it then. And then I've used the Thinking, little bit of glitter card, because I just wanted something to separate the sentiment. But didn't really want it to be black because I knew I wanted to do my sentiment black, and then just cut the of you around it. So that's the Snowdrops. Hi Pam. No problem at all about being late. That is the extra Snowdrop cards that I've got. I do have some, actually I'm going to do it now. I've got some cards that I was going to show again because I just thought they were so lovely. I've only picked out a few from each one. So this was the one that Hazel did, and I just love this. I love how she'd stamped the Snowdrops, like first and second generation, in the background, just to give you that. To me, it looks like a field of snowdrops. It's really lovely, and then just picking that out and layering that up with the black behind it really sets that off the back of the card. And again, she's used the Thinking of You as well. I'm not going to show all the cards that I showed this morning because you can obviously go back and watch the morning's release video. It's pinned to the top, or it's on the page. I will pin it to the top afterwards. So I'm not going to show them all, but I've just picked a few out, extra ones, just to show. So the next up was Peter's Tulips. And in this set, you obviously get the dictionary definition. You're getting 3 individual tulips that you can quite easily join together to make a lovely panel of them. They've got different, the leaves go differently on each of the stems. So they are very different, but they link in together beautifully. And then this time we've given you the solid flower head so that you can stamp these out in black and white. and then you can add some colour with your inks onto here, maybe add 1 or 2 colours. You can do it with felt tip pens, spritz them with a bit of water, and then you can over stamp and colour your tulip heads in really quickly like that. So that's the stamp set. I love this card. This is from Jo. She's used the Just For You, which was one of the previous stamp sets that we had. Obviously the U is perfect to go with the thank and the thinking of, but just the tulip heads. And then she's coloured those, looks like pencils. Is it pencils? It might be inks, but they're just beautifully coloured. It's the colour combination just works so well. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then that bit of inking around the edge, and how gorgeous does that all look? Heat embossed. Absolutely stunning. So that's one from Jo. And then this one, I made this one, little bit of backgrounds #1 stenciling with the diamonds, which is probably one of my favourite on the background stencil, I must admit, when I reached for time and time again. Then I've used the tulip dictionary definition, stamped and cut out one of the tulips, so that's on with foam pads just to raise it up. And then I've used the new sentiments, just wanted to say, and a happy birthday. But I've used the banner dies again, inked around the edge, but one of them I've cut straight because I wanted them to be at different lengths. So you can always chop into them. And then this is another one that I did where I've stamped the same tulip, just covered a panel of them, and then I painted them in, actually did them with watercolour paints, and then I've just done a wash of blue around it as well, just to give it a bit of a background. And then I've used the Just Wanted to Say and Happy Birthday, and this has been white heat embossed onto black banners, which just really makes your sentiments pop. I think those sentiments and with the banner dies just absolutely beautiful. Oh, thank you, Pam. Yeah, I really, it's very delicate and very soft, isn't it? You could do a set of cards almost and do the tulips different colours. Imagine all the colours that Jo's got her tulips, but that card done in individual colours. It'd be lovely. And then this one from Emma, and she's used a lovely sparkly embossing powders on here, lots of different colours in here. It's beautiful and lovely with the thinking of you. Like she's got all the colours, like going from pink to purple and green to purple. And she's used the flower heads around the edge to create her border. So these are the solid tulip heads. And then she hasn't actually coloured her tulips in at all. She's just left them as the outline. But just such pretty embossing powders. It's gorgeous. And she has actually stamped spring. She's got an inky background. And she's stamped the word spring in like a very soft grey. I wonder if that's the new grey. I haven't used mine yet. It's absolutely beautiful. And then from this morning's cards that we've already seen, I pulled out 2 tulip cards. I think it was only 2. Yeah, the other one was the Daffodils. So there was this one again from Emma. And again, I just think the colours on this are so pretty. So pretty. I love this inky background with all the colours that she's used for her daffodils, blooming heck, for her tulips. I love how she's just stamped heat emboss. She always does heat embossing, and she's done it with black and clear. I can't get it to pick up the shine. But it is heat embossed. Is it heat embossed, this one? Yeah, I think so. It's heat embossed. And then she's cut them out. So she's got all the different tulips done. So she's got 2 the same, the 2 other ones. But she's done all the colours around the edge and then coloured the heads in. And it's very like watercoloury wash over it. I just think it's stunning. And then those splats of black on there as well are just beautiful. And again, the sentiment, but using a little bit of ink behind it, so it ties in beautifully with what she's got on the front of her card. So that was from Emma as well. And then I have to say this is probably my favourite tulip card. I absolutely love this. I love the vellum wrap around it that Jo's done. I love that she's put that banner sentiment on it. I love the black with the white because it just really pops off the card. But how beautiful do those tulips look? Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, the detail. I assume I think it's because Peter has drawn them that they're so lifelike, but they just look real to me. I just think it's fabulous. And then inside, she's got the lovely thinking of you that she's heat embossed, and just with a single tulip, it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And it's got a really soft. It is a white card, so it's got a really soft wash or inking of blue on it as well. Just beautiful. And I'd be intrigued as to know what you use to colour that with, Jo. So you've stamped all the daffodils in a colour. So they've got the edge is blue or purple or pink or red or orange. And then coloured it in. I'd like to know what medium you used, whether it was your clean colours. Distress ink, was it really? Oh, so you've stamped it in red and then dragged it out and added a little bit more perhaps. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that is the tulips. I'll pop those out of the way. And then next up is the daffodils. Can't have a spring collection of flowers without having daffodils, can you? So in this set, you've obviously got the lovely big focal point with all the daffodils facing all the different directions. I can almost feel the wind blowing the daffodils. I think they're so good. Got the lovely dictionary definition again. You've got the life in full bloom, and you've got a couple of flower heads as well. So again, perfect to create backgrounds for your cards. So this one Hazel's made, and she's actually used, I think she's used the actual big stamp to do her background. She's got a lovely one she stamped it and spritzed it, so she's got that lovely bleed around her flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Got a little bit of sunshine from Kaz's stencil, and then she's over stamped again, so she's brought back the detail of the stamp back in, and then we've got the thank and the you on there as well. So absolutely beautiful. She hasn't done the inside. I just wanted to make sure. Then we have one from myself. So this has got 2 stamps of the daffodils on, and then I've stamped a couple more and just cut them out and layered that up. So that is 3D'd on there, but I have cut the top of the card to reflect the shape of the flowers, and then I've just used a little bit of stenciling on the inside. So really, and then I've used the flowers and the wording just in the very soft yellow, and then over stamped in black to get my sentiment. But I really liked how the top of the card was just really defined by all those different shapes of the daffodils. And the reason I put the strip of sentiments down the bottom is because I needed the height. And you see that's where the top of the daffodils would come to, so they would only stop about here. So by putting the wording on a strip, it made it a bit longer and it filled the whole card up. So just a little trick. But yeah, I was really pleased with that. And I don't mind a bit of fussy cutting when it's got a nice border around it, because it's making it bigger so it isn't so difficult to do the fussy cutting, because I'm not really very good at fussy cutting, but I was very pleased with that. And then this is another one that I did. So again, coloured this with, I think I did this with Distress Oxides, and then I've just gone around the edge with a very soft wash of, I think it was a Distressed Oxide. I don't think I had my paints out then. And then just wrapped a bit of twine and added my sentiment, and obviously some glosses and some glitter glue because it's got to be sparkly. But yeah, just that wash, it just puts some sky behind it, doesn't it? And it just finishes and frames your flowers beautifully. I love that, Paul. Yeah, I keep changing my mind as to what my favourite sample card is. This is another one from Emma Smith. beautiful background paper, and the daffodils on here, they're heat embossed in gold, and then she's splattered with soft greens and pinks and the yellows. It is just beautiful. And those yellows and pinks on the daffodils, they just look gorgeous. And with the framing of that gold mirror card as well, just really finishes it off. And then she has heat embossed Enjoy Every Minute on her card as well. Again, another beautiful card. And then we've got another lovely one from Philippa, where she's used the daffodils and then put some more daffodils around on the sides so that they look lowered down. I love them, and I love how she's done the white with the red. She's done these with her pens, I think, because they've got some grey. So it just, I don't know, just gives you a bit of shading to it. Absolutely gorgeous. Excuse me. And again, the lovely thank, and this time she's taken the U from the Just For You set of stamps, and then added she's taken the just, and she just put, wanted to say, thank you so much. So you can really mix and match all the sentiments up. So this is from one set, and this is from another set, and this is from a different set. So by doing that, you're just, I don't know, making everything go a little bit further. Okay, so I've got three more that I wanted to show you from this morning for the daffodils. This one is one that Peter did, and this to me looks like this has been printed. It just blows my mind that has been done with a stamp the same way that has. But just look at that. He did it with a very pale colour of ink pad, doing the yellow on the top and the green on the bottom, and then dragged the colour out so it almost disappears. But isn't that beautiful? And do you know what? He said he wasn't sure about that card. And honestly, I just think it looks printed. I think it's amazing. And he's used the happy and with the Easter. So that's a really, really beautiful card. And then another one from Emma. This was, she's heat embossed the daffodils and then cut all the heads out and 3D'd them. So it's got some dimension to it. It's a lovely Z-fold card. And I love how she's used My Beautiful Blooms stencil in the background. So they almost look like daffodils. I've never really looked at it before, but it's got a very similar shape to it. And then splattered with the black. I'm going to do that because I've never thought about splattering with black before. I think it's lovely. Really, really lovely. And then this is another one I showed this morning. This is one from Hazel, a very Hazel card with her stenciling and her wording and then her circles. So this is from her collection with the letter medley, the circles. She's got a bit of her stenciling behind, got the circle stencil. And then in the centre, this is cut from the Layers, Banners and Frames circle set. And she's got the lovely daffodils. Again, just with that, it's really golden, isn't it? It's beautiful. And then using Kaz's sun as well on the Sunshine, Clouds and More stencil. It is very Hazel, isn't it? Beautiful. So they are all the cards I wanted to share for the daffodils. I have to thank the design team. They're absolutely amazing, the samples. Could not do this without them, and we get such variety of different styles using the same things, and that always just like, I find it incredible. So this is the anemone set. So we have the dictionary definition. We've got Today Anything Is Possible. Then we've got two stems of anemones, one with a bud and an open flower, and then an open flower head, and then one looking up. And then you've got three different looking individual flower heads. So again, just really useful for building backgrounds, putting on the insides of your cards, creating panels like Peter's done here. And I love how he's coloured these. So he stamped it, and you could do a whole panel at a time, like maybe do an A5 piece and cut it down into strips and put it on different colour cards. Then you would have a lovely set of cards. But I love how he's done it and like not coloured them. I don't want, like not done it. It's really difficult. Pick the right words, Julie. He's given it a real watercolour look to it. I absolutely love that. I think that's fabulous. And then this is one that I did where I use both of the anemones. I've stamped one directly onto the card and the other one I've lifted up so it's 3D'd. So you've got that second layer. Did a little wash of colour behind it. Again, just added some twine. I sort of did a set of 4 cards, one of each, that had a bit of twine, a watercoloured background and a sentiment on it. And again, look how lovely that heat emboss is on there. Just beautiful. And a bit of glitter glue. If you love colouring, then I really do think these sort of stamps are just perfect, because you can colour to your heart's content. And I'll show you something in a minute that will blow your mind. This one Jo made, and this one I was talking about this morning, where Hazel did the squares overlapping. I love how if you overlap the hexagon as well, what it gives you. And it's onto a beautiful colour background. And then just an anemone white embossed onto vellum. How delicate and everything does that look against that really strong, powerful background. And again, beautifully embossed onto the black. Little sprinkling of glosses, absolutely gorgeous. And then one from myself using the oval stencil. Just thought it was really, I love this edge to it. Just thought it was perfect. 3D'd the anemone onto there, so stamped it and cut it out. And just added one of my sentiments, but just put a little tinge of pink ink on it as well, so it matched in perfectly. And then I love this one that Jo's done. She's used the anemone in white onto craft, and then she's gone back in and added some detail with a white pencil. It's absolutely beautiful. And the flower heads just around the sentiment as well. That's a really clever use with the flower heads, and filling in the little gaps as well. I just love that. And again, splattered with white. That sentiment really makes it pop off the card as well. It's beautiful. And then this gorgeous card from Philippa, white embossed anemones. So you've got the one with the bud, the one with the flower looking up, and then just the top of this flower at the bottom. But it's white embossed, and then that lovely soft blended background, like a wash of a background, and then she's coloured in the flowers as well. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's, oh, I had an anemones one, hang on. So my anemones, I've got 2. One was Jo's, which, this blew me away this morning. How beautiful is that coloured in? So it's stamped and it's been coloured with Zig clean colour pens and probably a bit of water, because it looks like it has got a bit of water. Isn't that, I've got to put my thumb there, and it's got this lovely white embossed sentiment. I just think that's beautiful. It's got a little bit of gold on it in the centres of the anemones, so if it catches the light. Just beautiful, that card. And then this such clever make from Philippa. I need to bring my camera back up a little bit, sorry. If it'll go. There we go. So you can see everything now. So Philippa's made this lovely big tag. She's stamped, just wanted to say, enjoy every minute, on a wooden, this is like a wooden lolly stick. She's created the most fabulous background with the anemone. She's done stamping of the flower anemones in the background as well. She's even put a little bag of anemone bulbs in, which I'm going to plant because I think that's fantastic. And then she's found out all the different names and the different colours of the anemones that you can get. So how clever is that? Just absolutely brilliant. And then the little bulbs pop in there. What a lovely gift to give to somebody. But all those different beauty. Now, you know, if you use any of those colours, you are actually colouring them the right colour, because those anemones exist. And all those different names for them. I think that's absolutely fabulous. So let's pop these away. And I've got 2 more stamp sets to show you. So also in the collection is Thinking, Stroke Thank and More. So this has got Thinking, and then we've got Of You, we've got Thank, and you obviously can use the you, and you can say thank you so much. You can mix and match these words with other words that you've got in other wording sets of the big font sentiment stamps that we've already got. I'm not saying it very well now. I need a cup of tea. But yeah, so beautiful. Really gives you something very strong, big impact for a sentiment. And this was actually asked for by Ruth Braithwaite. She asked if we could do a thinking of you and a thank you in the same font as the happy and the birthday, because she loves those so much. So we do listen to you. And this is a beautiful card that Jo made, where she's used the thank and she's used the you from the Just For You. And I love the background, just this lovely splattery paint effect for the background. Just beautiful, very simple, but just absolutely gorgeous. And then lots of these stamps have been used obviously on the cards that we've been looking at all the way through. So that's the thinking and thank you. And then the next one is our birthday sentiments, and there are 5 in this set, and they all work with some dies, the banner die that we've already had out. So in here you get the different fonts, so you're getting the plain font that says just wanted to say, a fancy font happy birthday, then a mixture of plain and fancy fonts to say have the best day ever, enjoy every minute, and have a magical birthday. So I've stamped them all out, but then I've also stamped them out onto the message banner dies that we had before. They emboss beautifully, as you've seen on the samples as well. And then you can also use them in the plain banner and also the stitched banner. So if you already own this die will cut those sentiments out onto the banner. You can stamp them all, or you can stamp individual sentiments. So you might want 5 happy birthdays. So you can just put it in, stamp it, move it up, stamp it, and then you can die cut them. The other one, this one is the banner stamp that came with sentiments as well. But this one is what I've used, and then I stamped this out first, and then I put all my sentiments in it. And then with the stitched one, that is from this collection. So again, you've got the banners that stamped all the 5, so I did all those first, and then I put the new sentiments in, but it also comes with sentiments as well. So they're still available, all of those. And sorry, my die's just fallen out. Let me just pop, don't want to lose my dies. Doesn't want to stay in there. Okay, and so some cards, one that Jo made with the lovely bright banners on there in the different colours, and she's put, just wanted to say, have a magical birthday, enjoy every minute and have the best day ever, and then a happy birthday as well. So you can use all of them on a card. You could use a couple on the front and put some on the inside. And then I love this that Philippa did, where she's just used have a magical birthday, stamped it at varying places on the card, and then she's stamped and coloured and cut out the daffodil, the anemone and the snowdrop, and just popped those flower heads on there. Isn't that stunning? Like, really clean, really crisp, but just absolutely beautiful. So great ways. Again, this has got the rectangle, the layers, frames and banners rectangle in the glitter behind it. It's got a lovely scallop edge to it. So that is the birthday sentiments. So that is the whole collection. So let me whiz round. Bear with me. I'll make sure my seat is there before I sit down. Let's just make sure I'm a little bit straighter. Oh dear. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the design teams' inspiration. Let's have a very quick look, make sure there's nothing. I know that Jo and Philippa are watching, so I'm sure that they would have answered any questions. I will go back and read it all properly. But yeah, a big thank you to everybody who's joined us tonight and this morning. If you didn't see this morning's, you can obviously go and watch it on catch up. Huge Thank you to Peter for drawing them, and to the design team for making such beautiful samples once again. I will be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and I'm going to be making a twist on a card that I showed you this morning. I don't know if I can get it, hang on. Oh, maybe I didn't put it out. Oh, I don't know what I've done with it, but it's the Snowdrop card that I'm going to do, but it's going to do a variation of it. And if you want to see any inspiration, then please head to Pinterest. I'm going to do a draw from this morning's video, and I'm going to do a draw from this video to win a set of the sample cards from each of the design teams. So if you'd like to win with a chance of that, then please comment that you would like to go in to win the DT cards. And I will announce both of those tomorrow. Pinterest has got lots of inspiration on. I really do think these are timeless, really traditional designs that you will just be reaching for time and time again. I think the Snowdrops is perfect for that really difficult, like, sympathy card, perfect for thinking of you and get well. Just, yeah, I'm really pleased with how they've come out. I think it's a really lovely collection. Don't forget, if you do want to treat yourself, then please head over, or it's on this page, but it's at the top of the page, the list of all the stockists who have got the stamps in stock ready to come out now. So it's Dragon's Paper Craft, Hixie Soft Crafts, Craft Bliss, Let's Create, Luby Crafts, Craft Stash, Art of Craft, and Maximum Crafts. And they have arrived in America, so I should think hopefully next week maybe they'll be online. Can take a week, maybe a little bit longer sometimes, to get them online. And I will see you tomorrow if you can. If not, you can catch up later for a little make with the Snowdrops card, Snowdrop stamp, and the big sentiments as well I'm going to be using. And I really want to use the new beautiful Wow embossing powders. So yeah, I'd love you to join me, but if not, you can obviously all watch on catch up anyway. So thank you ever so much for joining me tonight, and I will see you again in the morning. Take care. Bye.